Hey everybody, this is day 4 of your food rehab, and I am so excited. I can't believe this is the last day already, but I'm so excited because today is actually my favorite day. It's sometimes can be the hardest day, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you guys because we're going to talk about some difficult things. We're going to talk about things that most people don't like to talk about, okay? And we're going to talk a lot about your mindset. So remember the analogy I used yesterday about how there are people out there that maybe are addicted to drugs or alcohol, and they go to rehab and they detox their body and they get healed up, and they cut it out cold turkey and all that good stuff, and then over time they don't just get sent home right after that, right? Then it's therapy and group meetings and accountability and sometimes even a halfway house. I mean, there's a whole lot of mental and emotional healing that has to take place. And I know it sounds kind of serious. We're like, whoa, we're just talking about food here, but I want you guys not to take it so lightly. Food can be something that you turn to for comfort in an extreme case with me, like when my mom passed away. But it can also just be something that you're chemically addicted to. Maybe you've just always eaten bad your whole life and your parents raised you to eat badly. That's okay, and that can happen. But both are the same. It's not about one extreme or the other. It's just about that we need to change the way that we see food. And we need to change our relationship with food, if that makes sense. So I'll never forget one of my favorite public, what is it called? Encouraging speakers out there. He's like a motivational speaker, Tony Robbins. He was in the movie, what movie was it? He played Banana Hands. Oh, Shallow Hal. That's what it was. He was in that movie, and he's just such a great motivational speaker. And I watched a documentary of his once. And I'll never forget, he pinpointed this girl in the audience to have her stand up, and he was helping them find breakthrough, okay? And he said, what is your main issue? What are you doing here? And she said, well, I just can never stick to any sort of diet. I am not disciplined in the way that I eat. I can never stick to any sort of meal plan, and I don't know why. I really, really struggle. You want to know what his next question was? It wasn't anything about food, and it wasn't anything about discipline. He said, who out of both of your parents, which one do you crave love from the most? Okay, it got serious real quick. She was like, I'm sorry, what? Okay. That is a very small picture. The reason why he did that is because there's always something deeper. There's always something else going on. Whether it was a situation that happened to you as a kid, whether it was with the way your parents treated you, a relationship, rejection issues, insecurities. I mean, come on, we can peel back the onion as much as we want to. But that's usually where it is. So to say that we can just address our eating habits by snapping our fingers and, ordering a meal service is really naive, because at the end of the day, it could be something deeper. So this is where those affirmations come through. I want to talk to you guys about some of the reasons why we fail over and over and over at changing our eating habits and eating healthy. I have some notes here I'm going to be looking at. But number 1, absolutely, is our mindset, our relationship with food, the way we see things, what we're telling ourselves, our self-talk, all of that. Number 2, calorie counting. You guys, we get obsessed with these diets and counting calories and looking after what we can do and how to do it and all this, that it actually ends up setting us up for failure. Because if we gave ourselves any other method of counting in another area of our lives, I mean, it would be, this is why people fail at budgeting too. It's the same kind of thing. It's when you try to get so strict at something without renewing your mind, you end up failing, right? Number 3, eating a low-fat diet. We talked a lot about that in my day 1 video. When you go for low-fat foods, you're not giving yourself foods that keep yourself fuller for a long enough period of time. So you're not snacking enough, your metabolism drops, and or you wait for a long time and then you gorge on food when you're not necessarily even hungry, right? So here's the thing. We need to have a full-fat diet, but be smart about it. Read your labels, check your labels, look for sugar, carbs, things like that. Number 4, hidden reasons. you know, the things that we're talking about, those things that people don't want to talk about, you know. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't even realize I had a food addiction or that I was grieving the loss of my mom and eating my feelings at all until after I lost all my weight. Okay, so I broke through a lot of that stuff after and throughout the process. It wasn't like I had this epiphany, got healed up from my mom, and then just quit eating bad forever. I mean, it's still, it's a daily process that you go through. The same way alcoholics, they don't, when they go back out to the real world, they don't stop going to Alcohol Anonymous, right? They keep going and they keep saying, my name's Kristen White and I'm a food addict, right? They keep admitting that it is an issue. And I don't want us to identify with that, but I do want us to recognize that it's a journey and that's okay. And you're going to have days where you binge and you're going to have days where you screw up, and that's okay because the next day is a new day. The last one, which is the most important reason in my opinion why people fail, is because they don't have any plan or any sort of support. And this is why I'm doing this. If we could do it on our own, if we could get healthy and have the perfect health regimen and get skinny and all of this, well, we'd all be skinny. We'd all be skinny, we'd all be healthy, and we wouldn't need this, right? We can't do it alone. We need each other. We need each other for long-term accountability. We need each other for, in the moment, just knowledge and resources. We need each other to cheer each other on. We need each other to be a shoulder to cry on sometimes, okay? And I want you guys to get through this. So here is your homework for this food rehab, okay? We finished the 4 days. I could not be more proud of you guys. I hope you have a ton of notes and a ton of resources to get you through the next however many months that we kind of walk through this process. But the number one thing that I want you guys to do at this point is I want you to download that app that I told you about. Did I tell you about the app? I don't know. Let me show it to you. It's called... Oh, I know what we did. We talked about affirmations on Pinterest, right? I want you to continue to do your affirmations on Pinterest. And then I want you to find this app. It's called, I'm going to see if I can show it to you on the screen. Hold on. We're going to adjust the light. There it is. Do you guys see this one right here? See how it looks? See my pretty fingernails? I got to get my nails done. It's called Think Up, okay? Think Up. Think Up is an incredible app that you actually, I recommend getting the upgraded version. You can pre-record, let me put it up here. You can pre-record your affirmations with your voice. It's the craziest thing, you guys. It gives you these long lists of affirmations. I mean, you can choose gratitude, money, parenthood, mindset, business and career, healthy lifestyle. You guys are so much about weight loss and motivation in here. Then you can record yourself saying those affirmations. It feels weird listening to your voice at first. And then you can listen to them and it actually plays really pretty music behind it. I know it's going to feel weird. You're not going to want to tell yourself, I love your cellulite and you look so pretty with all those scars on your face. Like, I get it. You feel weird saying it. It doesn't feel normal because you feel like you're lying to yourself. That's exactly why you need to do it. I want to challenge you guys that if you want to see true change, if you're serious about taking your products consistently and about breaking these food addictions and about truly changing your life, whether it be for weight loss, health, whatever it might be, this is the last missing piece of the puzzle. You've got to renew your mind and change the way you're talking to yourself. So I want to encourage you guys to make this your number one priority. And the second thing and last thing I want to talk to you guys about is your product regimen. I know most of you guys are taking Plexus products, and they are a huge asset to this entire process. I can honestly say that even with all the knowledge I have now about mindset and food addiction and all of that, there is no way I would have been able to get to the point where I'm at without my Plexus products, because my physical body needed the healing. And that is what I want for you guys as well. So I want you guys to take everything you've learned, commit to being consistent, commit to taking your products every single day, set alarms in your phone, get an accountability partner if you need to, whatever it takes to commit. And then let's renew our minds. Let's start changing the way we're talking to ourselves. Let's renew our mind to the truth about us, which is that we are not bound by food and we can do anything that we set our mind to. And we have all the resources available to us to really and truly accomplish our dreams. And we deserve to accomplish accomplish our dreams. We're worth it, right? You guys are worth it. You're worth being healthy. You deserve to be healthy and happy and loved, and it starts in your mind and really believing for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I love, love, love how committed you guys are, and I cannot wait to see how far you guys come after this. Bye, you guys. Thanks.